Turn 5, Game 2, Decisive Campaigns Barbarossa. I found the pause button. It's very exciting. It's now built into the recording button, but only after you've started recording. So, things we can do with fins that are fun. Not just making shark fin soup, but destroying Soviet units. So, let's select all the attackers. Yes. 584 out of 600, 100% concentric bonus versus 143 hapless firepower Soviet units. Ooh, broken glass. It appears there has been much panicking. So, another 22,000. Finn's got a little bit of a bloody nose, but it's not that bad. So overall, a great beginning. I'm going to back off to the lake region with my guys up here. And we'll see if we can lure anybody in. We could attack this, but I see Are we back? I don't know. I was checking on the settings for OBS because I was disappointed in what was going on. I really have no idea why the speed changes like this from one time to another. Like, I'm recording maybe 2 hours after the last episode and changed nothing. So we'll go back here, see if we can get them to come in here, and then we can swoop down with these guys, lock them in here, and destroy them like we did last turn. Where's the B line here? I want to make sure I don't accidentally cross it. Okay. So it might even be good to back off. I'm confused. Is the game confused? The game is confused. Alright. What's going on? Okay, so there. Theoretically, it should be brought back. I click on it. And alright, it's still there. Okay, good stuff. Right on. So the deal is we want to make a hole for them to come into that we can surround them with. Like here. Which means I do need a strong force here. And I don't really want to put anyone in there because they can get attacked by all three sides. So let's position like that. We'll see if we can lure anybody to come up that way. Alright, now you'll recall last turn I described the process by which we will destroy this particular force. First we squish. Pretty good. 200 for us, 7,200 and change for them. And now we'll lock these guys off. Good. Yeah, Hugo's unit is important. Nope, that unit's important as well. It's 283, 285 versus 174. I'm going to wait another turn before I do this. I think we can't quite get enough firepower because this guy can't attack. Let's see, there's 5,800 of them in there. Their entrenchment is 0, but then again, that could be the group that just ran in there. Let's have a look at these folks. Entrenchment 40. I mean, maybe it's worth trying. I don't know. It's just they weren't completely isolated. They were from everywhere else. Okay, so like my greed is making it so that we're going to attack. And I'm going to attack with the 355 because I want it to be plenty. And not have a weak attack that's just not enough. Okay, so that worked out for us, but let's see what we had to suffer in order to get it. 200. Okay, so that worked out again. So that's 50,000 that we've destroyed in that pocket, I think, right? Well, let's see. It's 28.8 right there. So that worked out for us. Spiel mit uns did not work out very well for the Russians this time. I don't think the game is working quite right. It could just be that it's being super slow. Okay, can anyone else here? I want to move them into this X if I can. Yep. That is good. Useless. So those guys can cluster there. Alright, so as discussed at the end of the last turn, what we want to do is get after these guys and poke a hole across here. Let's see, 8th Panzer. 1st Panzer's not very concentric, is it? 3rd motorized, 10%. Okay, I mean we're more than double. Should be able to get them to move back here. I might have added one more unit to the attack, but I really want as many as possible to be able to get across the river. Yeah, we only suffered 10 tank casualties. So we're crossing the river. See how badly beat up our panzer units are already? I mean, they're already lesser than what they should be. Right, I think we can move this guy across as well. and get somebody else in that hex there. So we got stronger motorized divisions. How's our supply over there? Not great. We need to get a crossing, and we need to get it quickly. Okay, but we've got 5 or 6 units over there now. That's good stuff. And I wonder, do we have anything we can attack with? Because if we could cut Riga off, I think that's worth doing. So what is in Riga? We've got a beat up unit, a garrison, yeah, and another unit. I wanted to see what that garrison's entrenchment was like. There's 12,000 of them. Yeah, the entrenchment is excellent at 200. Now we know that that's not the only thing, but it is a useful measure. And we've got quite the force here. I'm going to attack this because I can. Hopefully we'll break it. But yeah, I have a chance to run away. Annoying. I mean, it's really right at the line, isn't it? We didn't take any casualties, and they took half. Huh. Okay. Oh, maybe I clicked one too far. In this crazy, slow world. Okay. There's the 11th. I want them over here. And let's get these panzers over on this side. Alright. So that's a start. Move him there just so he's in position for attacking, supporting these guys next turn. Okay. What now? So we got this little jank here. So let's move the 16th Army up. Alright, so I moved them up. This was a new reinforcement unit. We've claimed this side of the bridge, and that is no longer. So we've got something. I could attack here, but with, I think, 2 units just straight on. I don't think it's anything amazing. I think we just wait till next turn. Yeah, we outnumber them, but they'll probably drive away on their own accord. Ooh, 11,000. Okay. So, so many decisions here to make. So the quartermaster says the new supply base is up at Grondo, so that's good. And that's why we have tons of fuel all of a sudden. That's cool. We can certainly use that. Look at that. Boing! Huge spike. It's Army Group South that has suffered. How are the trains here? Centers trains. Yeah, and something's going on with the trucks in the south here. Probably due to this. Partisan activity. We'll see. Alright. Well, that means we can maneuver. And that tells me I should probably move my armored units first and then move the 9th Army to plug any gaps. Same thing with the southern units here, the 2nd Panzer Group. Something is still messed up about our supply, probably because I'm on the wrong rail line. Okay, so after 5 minutes, you know, of course, I moved a couple of units, and this looked empty, but then when I rolled up with the 20th Panzer, Minsk is actually occupied with 2 headquarters and a garrison. It's not much, and it's as I thought. They are massing in behind here. This is really nothing to be afraid of, but I'm going to continue moving in closer. Okay, so what I realized as I was moving some of these units in was I was going to run out of fuel on them if I didn't also at the same time bring these guys up. So, yeah, I'm not delighted with this. My plan is to destroy this, surround this, and take Minsk and get our supply base up here. We've still got 4th Army and 9th Army to move, but this gives you a starting point here. And these guys are just moving up. There's something to be destroyed over here, and this kind of stuff needs to be herded in. So after this, Orsha is our next city target, but I might come around from the top and around the bottom wide and try and scoop all these guys up. And that's going to be a challenge because they're, you know, they're all spread out as these little units, and that's really annoying. Anyway, we've got a number of units from north and south, from Panzer Groups 2 and 3 that can attack. We're way overpowered, I see. Let's see what happens. Okay, and that's pretty good. They've got good numbers in their stack. There's 200 of them. So I don't know if this is going to work. But it is early in the campaign. Okay, good. And that means I've got enough units there. Good, it wasn't really that bad of a fight for us. 7,000 for 250. We've got enough units there to seal off this X without really losing any defensive capability. And I'll move the Das Reich up there. No, maybe not. I don't know. I'd rather move somebody who can't actually attack into that axe. Yeah, can't attack, so that's good. We have a lot. We can outnumber them a great deal. I'm just going to check one thing. I generally feel like attacking. Their entrenchment's 200 again. We've seen that. I don't know. This stack's pretty powerful. If we can get away with this, it'll be really good for us, right? So let me get this down to a reasonable number. Okay, we need that. Okay, 416 out of 500, 75% concentric versus 96. We do outnumber them considerably. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got him. So that was worth it. For us, 250 people or less, 12,500 for them, and 2 headquarters. The headquarters of the West. I don't know who that is, but I do know that Minsk is now ours. So that's good. That's one of those important cities that we get good points for. Now I'm going to have to make sure that I separate army groups, or Panzer Group 2 and 3 here as we go forward. I think we could attack this. I think I had a couple units that could. So then maybe we try and bring 3rd Panzer around behind here. Yeah, it was a good fight again too. 3,800 for 50. And a couple tanks. Maybe that's the plan. Get him to come around behind. Yeah, I don't want to go in that hex. I'm just going to sit. Is there any further moving forward? Yes, there is. Okay. Because I want as strong a front line as possible right now against their counterattack possibilities. So it was worth it for last turn's setup, wasn't it? That we were able to jump forward and get this done. And I'll put this here. And we can move the headquarters to Minsk for 2nd Panzer. And I think that's good. 1st Cavalry could move forward into that hex, but I don't want it to. It'd be out by itself dangling in the wind. And we don't want that. Okay, I'm going to move 9th and 4th Army. Okay, so there's 9th Army all moved up. We've blocked off this motorized unit from being able to come back into this zone. I don't know if these are new units as well. They weren't able to move very far. Newly arrived reinforcements. We've been getting more of those. Like, I don't remember this many last game, but then again, that was like 54 turns ago or something, you know, so it's kind of hard to tell. I'm trying to get my headquarters here into some sort of central area. And so now we're just going to move the 4th Army up the railway in this direction. Alright, so we're all bunched up now. The funny thing is, look at all these hexes that only allow 5 units on them or 5 divisions on them before suffering penalties. So I've tried to obey that for now. We are in a pretty good spot here, though. We're really bunched up. 4th Army can take over the sort of the wall job, and maybe we can get 2nd Panzer to kind of come down here and scoop these guys up, push them up along the river. There's still bridges to be had. Maybe we could get across here. And 3rd Panzer, like I said, maybe should come up around here and try and envelop these guys and push them back. You know, it's great that we got Minsk, and that's going to help me with political points next turn, etc. But that wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. Apparently, Army Group South is suffering some sort of truck disaster. I don't really understand what's going on here, but what I do know is we need to get somebody across the river here. Great. Okay, so we were able to get pretty far along here, and I could have stopped there and there, but I decided, no, why not extend as far as I can. Got the headquarters down here, brought these guys down in here. Now we do have an opening over here, which maybe I should have left these guys out there, I don't know, but I decided I was going to use some of these folks here, which means 17th Army headquarters. Better move towards the front real fast. Okay, they can still attack. So I'll get him there for now. Okay, so I've got these guys lined up so that we can link up, you know, with 6th Army and stop them from coming back. We couldn't get to Ternopil, but that's okay, I don't really care. Let them push in, I'll sweep up and pack them up. Can't really attack this yet, but we can attack this. And that is a bunch of weak units right there. So what have we got? I'd say that's great. 514 out of 500, 75%. We're going to do some damage. Broke 3 of those units. And I've still got plenty of 17th Army divisions in reserve. It's about 8,000 there, and 200 and something for us. So that's good. Alright, so these folks are now sealed off. I could have put more units down in there, but I wanted to attack here and see what would happen. We've got 5th Army headquarters, a bunch of hurt units, and some fresh units. So let's see what we've got. We're actually outnumbered by them, and we cannot attack enough. So that tells me not to attack, actually. And I'm going to move one of these guys. I don't know how you got that out of that, but whatever. Down south into this hex. So as to complete the block. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, fine. I know one of them goes there. Yeah, okay. Thought the mountain division's a good choice to send down there because, hey, they're close to mountains. See if the 24th Infantry wants to. No, nobody wants to. Okay. I guess I missed my chance. Just do it now or not. Not at all. I don't think we've got more than one unit that can attack these guys. None. Okay. So, they maybe could break out if they wanted to attack 16 Panzer. That's a possibility. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust their retreat score so that they don't retreat, a fight to the last man. And that means that they can't, these guys will probably be unable to get out of that hole. Yeah, I definitely want that. It's still there. We're pretty strong along the top. We've got a lot of units here that just couldn't go anywhere else except maybe the cavalry. No, that's useless. Okay, well, this is the one last hex I really haven't checked on. So there's 2 headquarters there, a unit that ought to be broken, and 2 fresh ones. Let's see. I don't know what option not available is. Okay, so this is another don't bother attacking turn for this area. I'm pretty happy with 6th Army. I don't want to do too much with it. I'm going to look at supply in a second, but I am going to attack this because we have considerable, surrounding of it. Yeah, 200, 3,200 for them. Fair enough. So move forward a little bit. I'm just checking supply here. It says it's good. I don't really know what to believe. But I am going to attack this because it's a target. And I can get 2 or 3 units on it, I think. I cannot start a battle. Boy, this sluggishness. I don't understand it. Like I said, the setup of what's going on is exactly the same as a couple hours ago. Yeah, we punched him pretty good. Okay. Yeah, we took. Yeah, half their strength. Their infantry got away though, and we lost some infantry. So maybe not the best battle for us, but good for positioning. So the lying thing told me it was okay to go into the swamp, and then after I do the move, these 2 hexes are always pretty good. But here I'll have to back out next turn, or otherwise reorient. Maybe I can move them this turn. Is that what I clicked? No, that is not what I clicked. I can do this because we're not in any danger of being overwhelmed or having this hole really turn into a problem this turn. Next turn could be another story, but it's not our problem right now. Okay. And we'll put the finishing touches up here. And that's good. You know, so let me check. He's probably out at the very limit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're set up for a really great encirclement down here. We destroyed a number of them this turn. And let's head down south here. So first thing we notice is nobody within vision here. They've retreated this way. Let's see what we can do about this pesky city. .434 out of 600, 200% concentric versus 121. Things look good. And that's the end of that. The end of what? The end of about 18,000. Okay. And we took 800 casualties. Alright, so I'm going to start moving the 11th Army across the river. We're going to continue with this. Obviously, I must attack. But I don't think we need to involve everybody. I think the fort and the guard, that's probably plenty. 39% concentric tells me I've got 3. Yep. And that's really what I wanted. So they'll be sloshing across the river. That was good for us. Okay, so what I noticed immediately is because this bridge is broken, the supply is terrible, and these guys, you see, they have these, instead of green, they're yellow. That means their supply is not great, and these bridges, I think, have a chance of getting fixed 5% per turn. If we look under Daily Log Army Group South, the bridge rebuilding at 4063, repair 10%, plus 5% next turn. So eventually they'll get fixed. This is the problem of like, hey, we should move across. Well, I'd love to, but... Okay, this is actually a fight worth having. The guards couldn't get across, but the border battalion could. Wow, that was super slow. And then I saw this had a chance of attacking, and why not break them if we can? It seemed to work out. I think the game is running slower and slower. So I am taking the risk of moving them across perhaps too soon, I don't know, but something will happen. So the glorious Army Group South is out of fuel. Not really sure why. So we're going to resupply by air. swear I clicked on that. Part of the fun. Oh, well, okay. Maybe we, let's see, where are you? Down here. Maybe we did use up all the fuel doing this, right? I think I just scrolled past it by accident. Okay. Well, we're still in good enough shape to receive a pittance of fuel. Thank you. I wanted to get this armored unit across. I hope it was worth it. Alright, so what I've done is I've staged these guys to go across, maybe relieve these guys if they get stuck or something. Moved up some of these folks. The supply situation across the river is... It looks... That's a lie. These were brown a moment ago, the last time I checked. And we did uncover this little doodad up here. I don't know if we fought that earlier or whatever. It's the 9th Cavalry. And it's pretty weak. So I think, other than decision making, that's as good as we're going to do today. You can bet they're occupying that. But we're not that far away from that city. This is just messed up. I should maybe read the report. Maybe it'll tell us. Excessive distances from the field, the service base to Panzergruppe HQ. So that's basically demanding that I move that. I'd like to move it next turn. Yeah, there it is, forward supply base. Could we move it to Lvov? I think we should. Now remember, that's going to cost us, I'm getting my book, 2 turns of no fuel, so that's really going to suck. Okay, ground is at Lvov. Alright, we definitely want to start these convoys. So this is up north from Königsberg to Liepāja. And yeah, I like this idea. It'll take strain off of the thing. Now, some oil decisions here. We'd like to get a new... this is kind of weird. Should we petition for a full-scale expansion or for an accelerated timeline? I'm going to go for the full-scale expansion because I need... And they're like, no. I'm just wasting my my decision points here. So, oh boy. Wow, this is like all of it. So they said we can turn our German locomotives to... I'm going to do it. It's going to eat up everything, but to coal. And it'll help in the long run. But now I really have nothing to work with. So I can't support credit where it's due. That sucks. Sorry, von Rundstedt, just don't have the ability to use it. Unexpected fuel use. They're like, how the hell can they be using all this fuel? You guys are maneuvering like crazy. I'm going to continue doing it. And rail infrastructure. Girk's not going to be happy with me, but I can't do anything unless this costs me nothing. I wish I could, but now can you roll the 98? No, of course not. Alright, captured trucks, army group. No, I can't really do anything about this unless they don't cost anything. Okay, so who do we want to please? Sorry, Von Lieb, but I've got to please my infrastructure guys, my logistics guys. I'll recover my relationship with you later, and I can't do either on this one. And the The answer is no one is happy. Wow. Lost a lot of goodies with General Wagner. Okay, there won't be... So I can't do anything. Once again, I cannot get extra... this is for Panzergruppe South. But we did just say we would move the forward supply base, so it's a moot point. Let me just quickly look at the remnant Russian detachments. Slow down 8 divisions. Why? I have security there. Sure wish we got that bridge. So we're getting good numbers on the strategic and tactical. Those are building and logistical. And our numbers improving. I agree it has been overly harsh. Alright, Soviets, do your worst. Oh, this should take a while. 1 hour later. Well, we know they cannot escape in the south, barring some sort of breakout miracle that I can imagine, but I can't really see is them even trying. And that's our major encirclement there. I mean, we are destroying a lot. The Minsk counterattack, sort of. Looks like they're vacating, maybe? They're getting out while the getting's good. I think it's just because it's so slow. Yeah, it looks weird. So maybe I've got to get in behind them here. This river is annoying and good at the same time. But if we can get across and link up in here, we can really do some damage. And they've blown that second bridge there. We're really getting slowed down. But yeah, we need to herd these guys and squish them into a few cells or hexes. Look at that. By running away, they live to fight another day. So I've got to zoom the panzers up all the way up here, around the edge. That was the strangest fight for Minsk I've ever seen. We'll take Raja next turn. My blue light blocker on again. This looks like a nice infantry sandwich for my guys when they're done with this. The retreat to Zhytomyr has begun. Watch it. And all I had to do was bring up a few units of the 17th Army. So yeah, they have abandoned these guys to their fate. I mean, they could maybe try and break out in this direction, but I think I beefed this up. I can't remember. Doesn't look like there's a lot there. All that will do is delay the outcome anyway. And we'll just zoom back and get them down here. Now remember, this is not far away from the 3rd Romanians, right? We could get there in a turn. And what is happening? And Russia. And they're making a stand of it here. Yep. So if we can get around them, we could bottle them in. If I can get up to the top and around. Something is happening at Leningrad. Yeah. And they're building up around Odessa, and they've backed off up north. Riga. Okay. I think that was like confirmation there. They really didn't fight back. They took a slice off of us. I think we had 1,000 casualties in Army Group North there. Oh, I can attack. Yeah, tactical air support. I should do that. All right, so quick look. These guys are doomed. We know that. How's the supply situation here? It is as bad as I had thought. Waiting for the computer to catch up. It says it's okay over there. I don't believe it. We didn't get our bridge. So this is really good though. It's 50,000-60,000. And from here we can start spreading out. They've really backed off though. Like I'm gonna have to drive 3rd Panzer up this way, I think, and come around. And if as fast as I can, hopefully there isn't a unit there. If I can get somebody across that little bridge there, that will really matter. I'm curious what our meteorological report is. Everything looks good. And we've got that. So it is interesting. The most face-to-face upfront area is here. And if we can get 4th Panzer around these guys, this unit's pretty, I mean, it's by itself, right? If we can dislodge it, link up with these guys, then we've got the ring around all these guys. So that's going to be my plan after we take Riga. 18th Army can do that, can sit there. And there's another bridge to be fixed. Our fatigue levels are still low enough, I'm not concerned at all. And I think that's about it. We haven't looked at a loss assessment. Really low. I mean, last game we were seeing 12,000, 13,000. Unfortunately, wow, we've lost 42,000 NCOs, 1,326 officers. Now there. That looks pretty equal to me, their losses. Yep, we've lost over a quarter of the armor in service, which is why I was complaining about that last term. I don't know if you've seen these. If you're new to the game, you probably haven't seen. There's all these reports in this huge depth of reporting you could read and read and read and read. I wonder if there were any Soviet counterattacks. Yes. Ternopil. Yeah, moderate losses, so that's not good. Well, overall, I'm pretty happy with how things are happening. There have been a lot of surprises. I have not expected in Army Group Center the retreats we've been seeing, and in the south where they're just flying to get out of there. You know, and I mean, they don't want to be encircled and destroyed. And we are playing on the regular difficulty mode, so things are going to be a little different. And I hope you'll join me for the next turn. Thanks for watching.